everyone living in Africa right now have an expectation coming abroad. My life will change, or my life has changed. In fact, one of my goals back then was I'll be going to watch the Premier League every weekend. People found out that's a far cry. Life is a function as to how you define it.
Yeah.
Whatever is happening to everyone, but how you react to it matters a lot.
Welcome everyone, welcome to another episode of the Rob Circuit. This is a space we talk, grow and connect. If that's your vibe, like, share and subscribe. Today in the studio we have a very special guest. He's a serial entrepreneur, the CEO of Horeb Limited. He has mentored countless of people to navigate the UK business landscape and help them actualize self-sponsorship. Mr. Henry.ideas, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm blessed. I'm all right.
It's been a while. I've been trying to get you on the Rob Circuit and I'm glad for you to come.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we'll start with the first question. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey down to the UK. How has it been for you?
It's been good. It's been good all the way. Of course, my name is Henry, but my media name and my brand name is Henry.ideas.
Yeah.
Coming to the UK, I came into the country as a dependent, and many people don't even know.
Wow.
I came in as a dependent, and just like every other person, been grinding and been pressing, and God has been faithful. Started my business 7 months into this country.
Wow.
Yeah, started from side hustles, then just keep grinding until where I am today. Having about up to 4 different business in different sectors,
Wow.
and God has been faithful in all.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely onto something. But what made you actually move from your routine from 9 to 5 to actually owning your own businesses? Because most Africans come down to the UK and they're contented with what they do their job, they try to get sponsorship, do one thing or the other. Why did you decide to take that leap of faith that you're going into business?
I'm very curious, I ask questions a lot, and I observe things. So coming to the UK, I try to study what is happening here. How is this land? What does it favor? I learn lessons from the ones that have come before us.
Oh, that's
so. I understood the terrain quite early because I asked questions. So looking at the life we're living, and whenever I go to work, I was working in care homes, supported livings, and I asked questions to people that have been here before me. My mentor will always say, questions are seed for answers.
Wow.
So, and I look at their life, I'm just coming, and the life I'm seeing you that have been here for several years doing the same job is not something I want to, because I have big dreams. I thought once I got to the UK, everything have changed, In fact, one of my goals back then was I'll be going to watch the Premier League every weekend. People found out that's a far cry. It's too impossible. I'm like, okay, I think something has to be done now. So I started asking, if you were to be in my shoes, just coming into the UK, with your experience, what is it that you would do different?
Yeah.
And it's all pointing to one direction, that they don't even like what they are doing. I'm like, okay, I've seen my future. Yeah. So which means I cannot be here.
Yeah. So that's why you decided to move into the business.
Absolutely.
But why do you think you decided? Because most Africans have been here. Do you think they are scared? What in particular moved you, in your mind? What pushed you for that?
I've always been the business type.
Okay.
I've always been the business type.
Yeah.
Everywhere I've gone, I've always set up business. My first business in life was me selling someone else's own skill.
Oh.
Yeah, as a little boy growing up. So I do tell people, I can repair phones. Yeah. And I found out that many people got their phone broken and they want to fix it. Yeah. But I have an uncle that does it.
Oh.
So I was now like, okay, I can repair phone. What's wrong with this phone? I'll tell them, okay, but don't worry, we'll check it in our store.
Oh.
So I'll get the phone, take it to my uncle. I will not charge them anything. And that my uncle will repair it very cheap. And I'll come back and put my own markup on it.
Yeah.
Getting to the university, the same thing. I started business. My first 2 months in university, I've already started business.
Oh,
The matric, my
the
own
business
mates.
is inside the blood.
Yes.
It's been in the blood.
The clothes my own mates wore for matric, I sold it to them. So I started a boutique 2 months into the university. So and it's been like that all true. So getting here, I felt okay. I need to go back to what I love.
Yeah. So you said something earlier about the system in this place that you noticed that most people were stuck. So what did you understand about the UK system?
It will oppress you first.
Oh.
The system will oppress you first.
So new arrivals should expect oppression.
Yes. So and you have to work cautiously in your mind because everyone living in Africa right now have an expectation coming abroad. My life will change, or my life has changed. And you come first of all cultural shock, then economic shock. You're like, okay, it is true. If I do the conversion, I'm making good money, but I cannot even send people back home money because it's all gone with bills. So that's meant
the cost of living.
Yeah, and you're so shy to even say it to people back home because the expectation is high. So, of course, that's one thing that will hit you first to oppress you, to make you feel small. You can be a bank manager in Africa. You're applying for cleaning job here, and they are rejecting you. So that is already oppressive. Yeah. So some people are now like shadows of themselves. No, I've never experienced this before. So that now you have to now work consciously on yourself. So that's the reason why many people cannot come back again to say, okay, I can do things. Then number two, rules. When you tell someone don't, is an authoritative statement. Yeah. So and most of their rules here, don't do this, don't do that. So they don't want to focus on what they can do. Yeah. It's what they should not do. Oh. So that mindset again makes people very scared. I should not do this, I should not do that. Okay, what will I do then? But they are not asking themselves that question literally. But in their head. Okay, what do I do then? Okay, let me just play by the rules. Then paper. I've left Africa. I don't want to go back. They may deport me. Something can happen. My record can be damaged again. So the system have put into things to like hold your mind first. They don't hold you literally. They start with your mind. So when they oppress you, it will be difficult.
How do one escape? Because most people say the UK is a trap. It feels like a rat race. You're always chasing. But how do someone escape that system so that they will be in a position of leverage so that they can win in this place? How do one escape?
You escape when you begin to define your own terms. You see, you escape when you life is a function of how you define things. Yeah. Is it a trap literally, or is it a trap to those that don't know what they are doing? Because something that can be a trap can also be a leverage. All right? Yeah. So you begin to ask yourself, okay, what are the leverage in the system? And if it is a trap, what kind of trap? Yeah. And is it a trap that catch elephants? Is it a trap that catch squirrels? Yeah. Right? In my opinion, depending on your mentality about the system, that is how it look like to you. Again, life is a function as to how you define it. Yeah. Whatever is happening to everyone. Yeah. But how you react to it matters a lot. It's not happening to you. It is happening around you. Yeah.
Most times people think that it's just happening to them. That's why they take it too personal. Yeah. I hope you guys are taking your notepad and jotting things down because Mr. Harry is giving us lots of wisdom. Yeah. So I want to concentrate on the African community in the UK and why, because sometimes most people have complained that it's a bit tough for us immigrants in the UK to do business because no one trusts anyone to collaborate, to do. So how can we find a way to sort that out? Because there's no trust in the community. Like other communities, like the Asian community, they come to, even Asians have African shops. And we the Africans don't even have that. So how do we come together and build our own community so that the money will be in our own circles as well?
I want to say it's a survival mentality, but I think the Asians as well are trying to survive. But again, the African, we don't understand systems and we don't try to understand system. So the survival mentality, because where we are coming from, everyone is trying to survive. Yeah. And we have this I pass my neighbor
I
mentality.
better pass my neighbor.
All
Yeah.
right. So when we are here, we still tend to bring that kind of mentality here.
Yeah.
And if you look at it very well, it starts from our school age, at home, parents comparing siblings together, and we struggle to pass exam. So when everyone is on this survival mode, if my anchor is gold, I'm better than you, irrespective of the fact that we are all in chains.
Yeah.
If my own chain is made of gold, then I'm better.
Crab in the bucket.
So you see, so that kind of mentality is one of the reasons why among the African community, but I think things are changing right now. Collaboration can never be overemphasized. And this is where the Asians and other ethnic groups
are beating us to it. Yeah.
Right? Collaboration can never be overemphasized. You just have to find around your circle. There must be quite few of them. Again, one thing that still keeps them together is not that they don't have the tendency to misbehave. If you look at the way the UK system is built, people have the tendency to drive rough and drive over 70, but there is something.
There's always consequences to your actions. Yeah.
So if there is consequences to your action, then you know how to behave, including in business and agreements.
Yeah.
If you know that, look, if I misbehave and I'm being found to have tried to swindle this my business partner, my own quota of this business is gone.
Yep.
And I can even lose more than what I've put in the
if you guys go to court and everything.
That's it. So there's always a caution there.
Yeah.
People can go to workplace and misbehave, but they don't do that because DBS is at stake.
Yes.
So things like that. So if you put like flashpoints of red tapes, if you cross this line, there's consequence. People will sit up.
People will come.
So, but among Africans, we see people, we, including myself, I've done it before and I've been burned.
Yeah.
Let's just go with the vibe. Oh boy, okay, no problem. We'll go sign agreement for future.
Yeah.
We'll see as they go. But it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, there's no vibe, man. We have to actually put things in structure and
pen to paper at all times. Yeah.
Pen to paper, yeah. So that's good. So I want to talk about building wealth, because you have talked about collaboration. So now I want to talk about building wealth and investing, because most people are stuck where they are. They don't know how to come out from the situation. They are like, I'm going to work every day. I have to pick shifts. I have to go to my work every day. There is no time for them. So how would you say they can start? Let me say, if it's in the business route, what business would you think they could start doing, or side hustle they could start doing to generate wealth for themselves or passive income for themselves?
I think when it comes to building wealth, there are several ways we can achieve this.
Yeah.
Someone that decides not to even do a side hustle, which I always recommend that we take up side hustles, and you can start investing in the stock market.
Yeah.
But if you decide to look for extra income, look at your strength. There's this saying that you have to do the business of your strength, the business of your leverage, and the business of your calling. So you have to look for one. So the business of your strength may be something like this you're doing. Yeah. You are good in talking to people, so you have to start something by the side. And again, we tend to want to see the finish end before we start.
Yeah. You have to wait for delayed gratification.
You don't do it because of the outcome. Do it because you love
it. Yeah.
All right. What I'm being paid for today, I started doing it when no one was even listening to me. Right? So that's the thing. We have to, if you want to build wealth, you have to look for the business of your passion, the business of your strength, and the business of your leverage. Find somewhere. There is something there for you. Yeah. Start that, or go into the stock market. Yeah. There are several ways you can build wealth through properties. You don't need to have 10 jobs. Yeah. I keep on saying, if you invest in the stock market, for example, the S&P 500, and you are consistent in the next 15 to 20 years, you come out over £500,000.
Wow. Most people, they hear the S&P 500, they hear stocks, they hear investment, they think, oh, this is loads of money, I have to put it. They don't even know where to start. So what will you say is the best place for them to start?
They start from where they are. Yeah. They start from where they are. So just go and open an ISA account. Oh, yeah. All right, so it's called ISA account is an individual savings account. Yeah. So it's a kind of account that helps you not the taxman not to have access to your investment, right? And there are different kind of ISA account, but the one we are looking at is stocks and shares ISA. Yeah. Open it and make it automatic, just like the Instant Millionaire, the book, The Instant Millionaire. Make it automatic and put it gradually. It can be £100, it can be £20, it can be, you can't do £20, of course, but it can be £200, £500 at your own level.
Yeah.
Because you are not in a competition with anyone. It's only you that knows. That's why it's called POS, right? It's private. It's private to you,
exactly.
Right? So it's only you that know what you're putting in the stock market, but there should be something going in for you. So the S&P 500, for example, and we also have the FTSE 100 or FTSE 250. So it's about the companies in the UK. Why the S&P 500 is for the one in America. So just keep it simple and make it automatic. Your salary comes in, direct debit going out. Just keep it simple. Make it boring. It's not every time you go and start checking if it is growing or not. No, you don't plant and go and look at it at every time. Just let it go. Let it compound over years. Do its own thing. Then as it grows on 10 years, 20 years, you come out better than anyone that have not been doing it. So you just start from where you are. Start from where you are.
So let's talk a little bit about businesses, because now we want to talk about if someone just arrived in the UK now and they are looking for a good business, because you know the landscape very well. That's what you do at Horror Limited, right? So if you guys need any consultation, you can reach out to Mr. Henry here. He will give you a good deal. But what are good businesses they can jump into that would make them profitable? At least, let me not say short term, but they will start seeing instant results.
Any business that you're doing should revolve around people. If you keep on asking yourself, what do people need? How can I take away stress from people? That's your location to look for business, because there are a lot of people that, for example, one of the things I know for ladies coming in, many of them are not looking into the childcare space. I have seen people make up to £6,000 a month.
Whoa!
In their very house doing child minding.
Wow, that's loads of money.
Yes, because it's all work, isn't it?
Yeah.
And for every problem you solve, there's another problem there. So you solve the problem of family not looking for money because they have to go and work. You provided a job for them. But their offspring, who is going to look after them?
True.
So someone else will have to come in and fill that gap. And you can be the one, and you can even do the co-hosting as well. So some nursing mothers are not looking into that. You have your own kids. Why are you just sitting down? You can co-host other people's kids as well and look after them. So for the men as well, I will always say go into the construction space.
Construction for men.
And the thing there is that you can even do it in a way whereby you are not even the one that have the skill. Maybe that's my kind. I love this kind of business. For me, I love selling other people's skill. Oh, I love that kind of business. The farther you are away from the soil, the more money you make. So if I know you, I cannot be with you and I don't know the business you're doing, because I must sell you as well. Right? I read a book. The author said, if you are doing anything and someone comes to tell you, do you do this? And you said no at first. So someone has come to ask you that same thing. For example, do you know how to fix the toilet? You said no. Someone comes again, do you know how to fix the shower? You said no. The third person comes again, do you know how to, make the toilet flush? You said no. Then you are losing money. That's a pointer that there are so many people that need your service. That's a business calling you already. So you said yes. And you say, give me time. Then you go and look for someone that have that skill. Then you broker the deal there.
Liaison,
If you are the type that is in the middle where money exchange hand, there is no way you can be poor. In fact, you may make money more than the two. So you collect the commission in the middle. I have done this for you, give me your own commission. I have done this for you, give me your own commission. At the end of the day, you find out that you have not really done the dirty work, but you've made more money.
Good.
So construction in this country, most of the houses are built in like 80 years ago, 70 years ago. And with the weather, it always needs renovation. The weather will always make the properties here need renovation. So that is where you come in. Do you know how many people that have been looking for builders or people to come and fix things they've not seen for months? All you need to do is to build a team. That's why all you need to do is to know how to measure, know the words. What is this? Is this skirting? Is this plasterboard? So when you come, you don't look like a novice. You are not the one doing the job, but you are talking like you know the job. Then you take your measurement and you present it to your builders. I want you to do X, Y, Z. They tell you how much, you tell the clients how much. And that's it.
They do the job, you take your cuts.
You take your cuts. So construction can never go out of existence in this country. And I will say this again. I always say it. Look for the business of the country. Fix yourself there.
What do you mean by that? Look for the business of the country and fix yourself there.
For example, the UK. The business of the UK is immigration. Look for the business of the country and fix yourself in any of the value chain. UK, business and immigration can never go out of existence.
Definitely.
Because they need business to grow their economy. They are a very small economy.
Yeah.
So they always need SMEs. That's why I'm so fortunate to be there.
Yeah.
Right? Then immigration. You know how long people have been coming. Me and you, we are not born here.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
Immigration is everybody's
Yes.
story, yeah.
So there will be always people that needs to, because they've built the system.
Yeah.
People want to come for tourists, for study. They made their degree so flashy, and everybody wants to come and get a degree. Yeah. You know, if you look for the business of the country to fix yourself there, no matter how policy change, the business continues.
Yeah. Speaking of immigration, let's talk about application to sponsorship license.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because that's one thing I know. Horror Limited.
Yeah.
You guys do a lot.
Yeah.
So people will be thinking, oh, about sponsorship. You know, when it comes to immigration, it's a hot topic. People's heads scatter and like. But what are the businesses they can go into to get the application for self-sponsorship?
Funny enough,
because some people are sorry to cut you short.
Yeah.
Some people are kind of scared. They think, oh, my business plan is not good enough. This is not good enough. So what business can they go into? But you have to consult him though.
Funny enough, they can go into any business.
Oh,
Yes.
Any business to work for that?
Yeah, it depends on your structure and the story around your business.
Interesting.
The same travel agency that people do, I have seen someone we've worked with. He came up with a travel agency focused on medical travels, partnered with hospitals, private hospitals. But there are people outside the UK that wants to come for medical checkup and the rest. That is his own business model. So he booked the flight. He had a contract with the hospitals, appointment and everything. He was able to present that. Then there are managerial roles around that kind of business. He manages the business. Yeah. Any business, just the story around that business and the structure in place. There are documents that they expect you to have. For example, the business should be registered here with bank accounts, a lease agreement of where you're renting, your payroll system, of course, because you're going to pay a skilled worker, the HR system and the rest, just those documentation and the rest, and the insurance. All right. Once you get those things in place, let there be a story that makes sense around that business. So some people think it's vibes. No, it's about what are you telling us that will make us give you this license.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Harry, for that. Yeah, we want to talk about another visa type because I know Horeb Limited, you guys deal with loads of people on this issue. There's Innovators Founder Visa. What's the difference between what's Innovators Founder Visa, first of all?
Innovative Founders Visa is like the main entrepreneur route visa for entrepreneurs. Is about anyone that have an innovative idea. Having an innovative idea doesn't mean the idea needs to be out of this world or something new, or you just woke up and you got inspiration. No.
Yeah.
For example, a business process that's already going on, right? And you're just trying to disrupt the market. I'll give you just like an example.
Yeah.
There used to be taxi. Someone came up with Uber.
Yep.
Build a system where you don't need to stand on the road and flag the taxi.
Yeah.
You can be at the comfort of your home. That is kind of innovative when it comes to the taxi space.
Yep.
All right. So things like that. I have seen people use ideas in, for example, football agency. All right. Put the whole process into a tech platform. Someone did music tech. There are so many different ideas. Even up to the beauty space, spas. Someone have done and got endorsed as well.
Wow.
So things like that. You're just trying to change the narrative a little bit or make the process seamless. There are 3 different lenses when you're going through the Innovative Founders Visa that you'll be assessed: innovation, scalability, and viability.
Oh.
So the business idea needs to be innovative.
Yep.
All right. It needs to be scalable. You should prove that you can start it in London, but you can spread across the UK and also take it outside the UK, right? And you should be able to make money from this business idea, right?
Yep.
Then viability. Who are you? All right. What's your background? Do you even have what it takes, to bring an innovative idea in this space? So if you're able to put all this together and present it through a business plan, then go through the endorsing phase, through the endorsing body, and when you're endorsed, then you can then start running the business.
Yeah. All
right. So that's the Innovator Founders Visa. Then what they call self-sponsorship, there is no visa category called self-sponsorship visa.
Oh.
But there is a process called self-sponsorship. The reason why it's called that way is because a business that have the license to sponsor can sponsor even one of the directors.
Oh, yeah.
right? But there are technicalities around these things.
Yep.
So you have the business is running. You have to put process in place. So the Home Office cannot give license to a person that is under visa control. So that person cannot control the license to sponsor. Because when you get the license to sponsor in your business, you can sponsor from abroad as well.
Yeah.
So there's no different license to sponsor people from abroad, and there's no different license to sponsor people in country.
Yeah.
So that very process now means that so it is only someone that is settled here that can control that sponsorship management system.
Yeah.
So if you are the type that you're setting up a business for license to sponsor, but you are not settled yet, which means you need someone that's either a British citizen or someone that have indefinite leave to remain.
Yep.
Once you have that person in place, employer's liability insurance, because of course you're trying to sponsor a skilled worker.
Yeah.
That person, anything should happen, right? Insurance should be able to cover, minimum cover of £5 million, of course. So, and you also come up with your payroll system. So, for every skilled worker position, there is a salary requirement.
Yep.
So, you must meet the salary requirements and also pay the person through a payroll the going rate of that position you sponsor them. You put structures in place. You make sure maybe you have an office where you're operating from. You sign the lease agreement. There is structure in the business. Then you apply for the license to sponsor. When it is given, then the business can then issue out COS.
Yeah.
Right? So it is the business that issues COS and sponsor the skilled worker. But it is the settled person that handles that process of the sponsorship management system.
Yep.
Right? So there are 3 positions that person can even cover.
Yep.
It's called the authorizing officer, level 1 user, and key contact person. One person can handle the 3 positions. It can also be the British citizen or the settled person. So once you put all the structures in place, and the license is issued, then you can now sponsor maybe one of the directors or anyone that you want to sponsor that meets other conditions from the Home Office. So that's what they explain to be self-sponsorship, but it's a skilled worker visa at the end of the day.
Yeah. So this is why you should contact Horeb Limited, because there are loads of technicalities, so you need them to really attend to you. So, but I want to talk about why most Africans fear to jump into the business. What would you say about that?
They are scared, and it's for the right reasons, because, of course, you don't know the terrain before.
Yeah.
Right? And there are heavy regulations to some kind of sectors. Very few sectors or very few kind of business that don't need heavy regulation. Yeah. And I think they did that intentionally, because if you cannot meet up to the standard, then you cannot get in. Yeah. Right?
Yes.
It's either you're fully in or you're fully out.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So, number 1, they don't know the terrain. Number 2, fear. All right? And it is normal. But sometimes what people call fear of failure is actually fear of succeeding.
Whoa.
Or anxiety.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Because, they're not actually scared to fail. They are scared to succeed.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, because, if you say fear of failure, fear can be defined as a fear over a real and present danger. So I see a snake trying to bite me, I'm scared. I'm seeing the danger. All right? But when you're anxious, right, it's reaction to a perceived danger. And I can perceive anything with my experience. So I've tried something before, it didn't work, and I'm now using that experience to judge this present one. Yeah. So I'm now saying, I'm scared to. No, it is because of the anxiety from my past. Yeah. All right? So that's the reason. So many people have done something haphazardly back home, got into business without knowing anything, and it failed. Yeah. Now they don't carry that burden. So they use it to the lens of what has happened to mirror things now in the UK. Okay. It's normal sometimes, but then you have to now work on your mind. Yeah. And before you go into any business, you really need to understand the sector. But one thing people fail to understand is that there are ways to get things done. You can leverage on other people. You may not be going there with everything, but if you have the cash, you can leverage on partnership, on other people's knowledge. Yeah. It's another fastest way to do things. Yeah. Or you can go into franchising. Franchising is another way for you to understand the system while you pay money and get clients and make money from day one, if you know what you're doing.
Oh, interesting.
So I come on you, you've already laid the foundation. I can come on your franchise and understand the basic 6 months. Then I can easily sign out of that franchise if I want to. Or I can just leverage on the franchise and continue. Yeah. So there are ways to go into these things. Or you can go into mentorship with someone that have done it before. because it takes a man that have been there
Yeah,
to tell you how to get there. So yeah, there are different ways we can approach this. But again, yeah, fear is a real thing.
Yeah, fear is a real thing. It's keeping most people stuck. So
Yes.
So we want to talk about the hustle mentality. Africans, we come here, hustle, 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 walk, 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 pick shifts, run here, run there. Most of them feel like I don't have time for business. Business is not for me. I can't leave my job. The job has security. No job, they pay you at the end of the month.
Yes.
You have you know what you're doing. But with business, it's a 24 hours job. You work every single time. So and there is no guarantee in pay. So how do they overcome that barrier?
You need to be hungry.
Yeah.
You need to be hungry. And I used to say, for every job you're doing, there is a business in the job. In every profession, there's a business in that profession. So some people don't take out time to understand the business in their profession.
Yeah.
Right? And because they are not hungry, maybe they are still comparing what they used to receive. And that's a very big one as well. So for example, someone used to earn 500,000 back home. Or they were doing business and their highest income back home was 3 million naira in the whole year, or even 10 million naira. And they got to the UK and they are doing a job, and in a month they are being paid £3,000.
Yeah.
Conversion rate to playing. So if I was earning 1 million per month and now it is 6 million per month, if you convert it to naira, then I don't need to go back to that business or job. So I then play it small. All right.
Yeah.
So they want that false security keeps them. Again, people get into the system too early. What do I mean by this? The UK system is a credit-based system. Nigeria system is a cash-only system.
Yeah.
So if you get into the system too early, you are stuck. Because if there is no leverage, you cannot think outside the box. So once you've gotten to the point whereby you finance the car, you have rent to pay, you do people take care of black tax, you have children, and you want to live a better life, do flashy things, to impress people back home that don't even care about you. So you are done.
You're done.
There is no way, because business needs time for it to grow. Business, you cannot just start business tonight and tomorrow you start seeing the reward. No. So, and people are not ready to commit into it for long. So once they are not seeing the results, they think back. So, oh no, I think something is more safer here for me.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Yeah, you said something about getting to the system too early, because most people, they come, they get a bit of cash, they want to drive, go get their car loan, their car finance, and start getting the nice cars. So you think that's not the good approach to?
That's the beginning of your problem in this country.
Oh,
they see these people understand these things. I can guarantee you there are many. Someone says something and it's true. Many people are not just living like they are broke at the end of the month. They are living in minus without knowing. I can guarantee you that a lot of people, right, if you take out all their direct debits and you look at the total, it is more than their 5-year salary.
Whoa.
Yes, because it is coming up little by little every month. So they don't see the big picture.
Yeah.
A car, for example, that you're paying 300 per month, the big picture of that car in 5 years is 45,000. iPhone that you're paying £70 per month, the big picture of that phone is £2,000. You see how it adds up?
Yeah.
But because what leaves your bank account every month may amount to be 1,000, what is the total cost?
Yeah.
Plus interest and the opportunity cost. Because when there's opportunity and you don't have what it takes to grab it, you just let it go by.
Yep.
So that is the big one. If you get into that will be the beginning of your problem.
Yeah. So Africans, we deal with black tax a lot. As Africans, we have to send, because of the condition of our country and our government, we have to send to help other people back home. Sometimes it's, the UK, we have bills, we have money to pay. How do we navigate that? How do we tell our people that to be abroad does not mean I've made it?
The truth is that most of us don't tell ourselves the truth. You have not made it if you have not made it. You don't need to look like it.
Oh, interesting.
My first 2 years in this country, I can tell you I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy anything for my first 2 years in this country. I was even running away from Primark. To show you how it is.
Yeah.
But if I look back now, I am reaping the reward.
Yeah, that's true.
They say, who naked need to put hand for pockets? It is clear before you. Unless you want to deceive yourself. You don't have it. Why are you giving it out? They will have to understand. And men are in sizes, but life is in phases.
Oh.
At this size of my life, at this time of my life, this is the size I can offer. I was in this country when I was giving people £5 back home.
Yeah.
That is what I can give to you.
You're doing your best.
Sir, if I this £5, I woke up 5 a.m.
It's my blood, sweat, and tears you're talking about.
You know,
Yeah.
That's my life.
I get
People
you.
don't understand that the money you receive today is your life's worth.
Exactly.
You've put in your time, which is your greatest asset,
Yeah.
to get this. Anyone you part your money to it, you have just given them part of your life and also your future.
Whoa.
So when you keep on doing this and doing this, everything compounds. So your foolishness will compound as well. So, and when it compounds, then you now see the result of your foolishness. Then you begin to run around. But before it's too late, understand that you need to put your own nose mask first. You need to survive before you help other people. At the end of the day, if you were not here, they would have survived.
Yeah.
And time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. Because what you can do today, in the next 10 years, you'll not be able to do it again. All right? And life will continue. So if you understand these basics,
Fine.
and people don't budget.
Oh, yeah.
People don't budget. Because if you budget, you know what is left. You know what is left. There are people even taking out loan from credit card. They are living in credit card and still giving people money back home. I was in a group. A friend of mine was in that group. He was begging me money. They were doing contribution in the group. He offered to give them the money.
Whoa.
And I'm looking at this guy. You are in my DM. But some other person is in your DM and you are responding to it in a public show. You don't know what you're doing. So that's the thing. If it is not there, it is not there.
If it didn't day,
It didn't day. If you're naked, you cannot put hand in pockets. So live according to your means.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Have budget. Your parents, right? If you're giving to your parents, at this stage, this is what I can give. If you're giving to charity, at this stage, this is what I can give. If you're taking care at this stage, but it will come to a stage where your whole thing you would have called sacrifice today will become a seed tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Yeah, guys, I hope you guys are jotting things down. Mr. Harry is dropping loads of wisdom for us. What about some people that think business, it's not for them? They feel like not everyone can do business. What would you say to them?
It is true that not everyone will do business.
Yeah.
But everyone is in business. So
Interesting.
if you, like I said, life will always respond to you according to your definition. So some people define business as if they are going to open lock and key shop, buy things to come and sell. No.
Yeah.
Anything you are doing legitimately to make money, you're in business. All right?
Yeah.
Either you are going to the work to sell your time to make money, or you are buying goods or a service to make money. So even the one they pick their bag in the morning and run to someone and say, that's business.
That's
someone has to set up that place as well for you to come and work.
yeah.
Again, you can also be in someone else's own job and also have a business by the side.
Yeah.
Because you cannot spend 20 to 30 years in an industry with all the knowledge and not form the business of that industry.
Yeah.
So you can also plant your seed inside someone else's own seed or inside someone else's own farm. So everyone, one way or the other, we're in business. It's just that people are not defining business very well.
Yeah, so I want to talk about retirement as well, because most people, they feel like if I have a business, I can't really, if the business does not go well, I can't really retire properly. In my job, I have pension, I have other stuff I can rely on, but with business, they are scared because of that. They don't have that cushion.
So two words that really makes me feel somehow: salary and pension. Those two words is the main reason why I ran away.
It's
from
going to your
yes. Yes. So salary is like you're giving me stipends from all what I want. So you look at me and you give me a cap to tell me that I have to wait for 31 days or 30 days.
Yeah.
And you give me something that I'm worth. Why will I wait for you to define what I'm worth?
Whoa.
All right. So I feel if I'm truly valuable, the market should determine my value.
Wow, I love that.
Not you determine my value. So salary is out of the way for me.
Yeah.
Right? Then pension is, for me, in my opinion, I see it as palliative. What they give you to just manage you till you go beyond.
Oh.
All right. So, and this is where most Africans, they use them to remain in a permanent job.
Yeah.
Because you hear them say, "Oh, I'm expecting my pension. I'm expecting," and I'm like, "Look, you put 30 years in this thing to get peanuts till you pass on."
Yeah.
No, right? Pension is good. Retirement. Talking about retirement, right? If you're thinking of retirement, you're in a wrong job.
Oh.
Because there should be nothing like retirement. You can only change how you work. So if I am thinking, okay, there is a certain day that I have to live free, I'm already doing something wrong. But if I'm doing what I love, I just transition. For example, with everything I'm doing with Oreb Limited, all I need to do is just look for succession plan. Who takes over me and how do I pass it over to them? All right? I don't need to retire.
Yeah.
I can reduce my hours of consultation.
Yeah.
I can decide to only have masterclass. I can decide to oversee people. I just decide. But work is normal with humans.
Yeah.
From the day one of creation. For example, if you believe in the gospel, Adam was created to come and work, to tend for the garden.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
A man that is thinking of a way to run away from work is not doing the right work.
Yeah.
So what people see as retirement is actually they are trying to run away from what they don't love, but they don't have any option.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's it.
But that's really beautiful. I love the way you put it. So, guys, please, I hope you're taking notes down because Mr. Harry is really giving us loads of wisdom. Yeah, we are about to wrap up. So, if you have one advice for an immigrant in the UK that is about to start this business journey, what would that be?
If you put a new wine in an old wine skin, it will burst.
Whoa.
If you're coming from Africa to the UK is a new wine. The old wine skin is your mind that you have in Africa. You cannot put a square peg in a round hole, it will not fit.
Definitely.
So the first foundation will start from your mind. You really have to work on your mind because already life was against you 5-0 in Africa.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
You were not able to see above what you can see around the environment. But this environment is totally different. And for you to really fit in, not to be oppressed by the environment you are in, is from the mind. It is always from in, out. All right? And how can you work on that? You must then begin. See, the speed you should go for information. The speed at which it should be a speed of light. Because imagine you know nothing.
Yeah.
The way they made us in Africa, I say one of the best things that happened to me stepping abroad is the internet.
Yeah.
There were some sites you could not afford, you cannot get to in Africa. In fact, the data, they make it so a normal man cannot even, because when you don't have access to data, then you are like in the blind.
Exactly.
Isn't it? So you need to always start now to work on your mind, rapid information gathering, learning and application, and right. And you need to be bold. You need to have audacity. Oh, you need to have audacity.
Yeah.
If not, you're going nowhere. So one word I will give to anyone that just come in. Work on your mind. Work on your mind. Don't let them steal your day and your night. Because what happens to most of us, during the day we are at work. At night we want to sleep. And if you are going on night shift, during the night you're at work. During the day you want to sleep. So there's no way there you can now start working on your mind. So what I did while I was doing my 9 to 5, I do work at night, so my wife work during the day, and I do child care. I must always read a book. I must always listen to the things that will build me up from the inside.
Yeah.
Because me and you can be in the same environment, have different results. It's a matter of what controls us from inside. Right? So that, like we said earlier on, that it is not happening to any one of us. It's happening to everyone. But how we react to it is the difference. Right? So building your mind from day one, working on yourself consciously.
What's one thing would you say someone can use to build their mind? You said reading a book, like give us one book out there for anyone that they could just read.
My go-to one may not be the popular one.
Yeah.
But the Bible.
Good.
The vision of all is in a book. The vision of me and you. what we will become,
Well,
what have been said about us, how to navigate life. Talk about immigration is there. Talk about prophecy is there. Talk about managing business is there. Talk about leadership is there. Talk about building business is there. Talk about building team. There's not talk about marriage is there. Everything is there.
the book that encompasses all.
Everything. It's the oldest book with the latest gist.
Whoa, I like that.
Everything is there.
Yeah.
So if you can digest it very well, helping yourself out with other books that have been written out of that book.
Yeah.
Because most financial book was written out of that book.
Sure.
Most psychology book was written out of that book. So you grab modern understanding from other resources, combine with it, you're good to go.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Harry.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Harry, where can the viewers get to contact you and get more of your wisdom?
You can get to us at Horeb Limited. All right, so go on Horeb Limited, our website. Search us out. Henry.ideas is the brand name. horeblimited.co.uk is our website, and the whole information on how to reach us is there.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us on the Rough Circuit today. And like, share, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Thank you.